NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll have a first down past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. That is caught by the rookie from Bama. It's Henry Ruggs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the 1st minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now Edwards-Helaire. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Helaire, the ball carrier.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. shotgun snap to Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Tyreek Hill certainly makes the front office look good when they spend a 5th-round pick on a guy. Then in his first 4 seasons, 4 Pro Bowl nominations. Anytime he touches the football, he's a threat to take it the distance. Hard to get on the ground one-on-one in the open field. If you miss, in the blink of an eye, he's putting 6 on the board.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Edwards-Helaire.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. This kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Carr. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Derek Carr, he was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. I feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Tyreek Hill.
Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
On third down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 2 yards on that play. And the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 30.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. There he goes left side. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chiefs 21, Raiders 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
21. Raiders 14.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Carr. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Give them 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. The 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. The quick slant caught, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
On for the point after.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Chiefs 28, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Carr again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On third and long, it's Carr. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 36-yard.
McCann's kick up and good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Chiefs.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Carr, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
On 3rd down, Carr. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
25-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Completes it to Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And some room to roam now. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
They're on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
A gain of a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It's a gain of
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On play action. Now Carr. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
40-yard line.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Bell. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
First down.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd.
They'll try again with Bell. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. They'll run it with Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. Here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down, Raiders.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Well, it certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Henry Ruggs, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Carl try it again on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The big money man, Chris Jones, getting in there to bring him to the ground. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The ball carrier.
He was brought down by Malik Collins. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. The rookie Damon Arnett picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
He was brought down.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
A gain of 2. Brings up
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Bell. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Finding Hardman here over the middle. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
Bring in the second
and
string.
He takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again. Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep, and this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. To try again after the sack, Carr. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Carr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
I don't even know why you act like that. You've been doing the same fucking play all game, bro.
First down. And one of the whistles for
fucking game.
timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Same fucking play.
Left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be hit.
Sorry ass fucking game.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.